Hello, everybody. I think the question right now has been answered. I'm back. Then also at the same time period, what that means is I'm back on the campaign trail. I know y'all missed me for the last week, and I've been doing exactly what I need to do to weed out these snakes. Now, my wife told me an interesting story today. She said, as quickly as your friends come, they go. I said to myself, that's an interesting type of quote for a man like me. And I said to myself, see, family and real friends don't go. They don't run. Nah, they don't do none of that. Now, the fakes, those are the ones who run. Now, then I had a little bit more time to think on this one because it seems like the liberals love to spread fear. So I looked at those friends that was running because God showed me this a long time ago that was running. Now, they're looking back and they're hoping the fire stays burning. As they run, they miss opportunity. They run past their dreams. They run past this country. They run past the state. They run past their local government. They run past the office that they swore to uphold the Constitution and the laws of this land during our most perilous time. They ran. Then after they ran to their home because there was nowhere else to go. After they were scared to talk to the TV cameras about what direction their leadership is going to tell the people to go next. As they sit thinking to themselves, wondering the harm that they did when they had the chance to speak out, they stayed silent. Now all those people who was left behind are going over to their house, asking for answers, asking for leadership about how do they go from here and how do they move forward now. These same people are the ones who voted for the ones who are running. They are surrounding the house. They are working their way into the house. The people that voted for these people. Now, not only are the people now surrounding the house, they're yelling. They're disappointed. They feel defeated. They see everything that they earned was taken away from them. Sits in that house is a politician. What sits in that house right now is the politicians of today, not yesterday. What sits in that house has ran from everything all their life. But the only thing that they ran for was opportunity. They ran for wealth. They ran for the title. They ran for everything that was wrong with America. They ran for everything that's wrong with Virginia. They keep running. And after they can't run no more, the people who they left behind, the people who they turned their backs to, the people who they can't talk to, the people they claim to know and can't speak to, the people who are now strangers to them. They look back and they pick up their phone, and on that phone is the people that they ran from. The people who was meant for leadership, the people who was meant to be a patriot, a people who was meant to be a general, the people who was meant to handle a crisis that they failed over and over again. Now, after they stopped running, they running from the fire. Rutledge is in that fire. They're running. Then they turn around and they see a tall, strong leader emerge from that fire. And now they go to that leader and say, I shouldn't have ran and left you behind. What comes out that fire is a stronger, fiercer, more brutal, more compassionate, more loving. The person who was meant to lead during the time frame while they ran. Those are the patriots. Those are the patriots. Those are the ones that are left behind to be leaders when career politicians leave. Those are the ones that's left behind to protect the family that they would have left a long time ago. The patriots. The patriots are the ones who are always in that fire. They are always the ones who the politicians don't want to have running the country. And the reason is because those patriots, they ain't bought off. Those patriots know how to get their hands dirty. Those patriots been through the bullshit that them politicians put them through. Those patriots, where the news write their stories, but the patriots really know what happened during that battle. The patriots are the ones who emerge from the fire as a better leader, as a champion, as somebody who comes back from any adversity, any obstacle, any trial or tribulation. And they know what the meaning of God, country, and real family first. And their family expands from their home all across America, protecting and fighting where the career politicians tucked tail and ran. Because that's what they are doing right now in a time of crisis. As America burns, as people at home wonder what tomorrow will bring, they know that the media ain't telling them the truth. I pray that this dream is only a nightmare. But I think so many believe that the nightmare is not a dream, but it's reality. What will Virginia and America look like? Not for tomorrow, but for its future. This is why elections is so important. But it's also mindful not to forget about the patriots that protected you at the ballot box and protected those career politicians when they couldn't defend themselves. That's more deep than what I'm just saying, when they couldn't defend themselves. Now, those patriots right now, they are in their home first, not at the state capitol, not at the DC swamp. And they're looking at their family and trying to give them the answers that everything's going to be okay. What they see as the chaos of buildings burning and monuments taken down, looting and rioting, as well as the funding of the police. Who is going to be there to protect us while these politicians run and leave us behind? As you look at your children, as you look at your wife, or your wife look at your husband, now, in that house, nobody's running. But those career politicians up there that was put in the role to lead are running from American families, America's security, America's freedom, and negotiating with terrorists. Our public policy, our national security, law and order, and what we wake up each and every day to defend our family and make sure they're here another day from all enemies, foreign or domestic. Now they talking to their families and telling them, and they having their closed door conversation, and then the leadership of the household has theirs. And all is asking the question, what's happening downtown? When will it make it up here, uptown, to my doorstep? When will I not be able to call the police and they can't answer the call while our home is invaded and rummaged through? And we have to beg to killers and criminals and animals for our lives and hope that they show mercy. Those career politicians being guarded by the very police that they want to fund it, but they're okay to make up for the salary long as they are being protected. See, those are the politicians I'm talking about that run. See, they ain't made out for this. Not one bit. Because they have to call on patriots to fix the mess that they have caused. They have to call on those who didn't run, that stayed behind, and will be the ones that help build and fix a city that has long been damaged and given up to terrorists, to those who run, to those who ain't meant for times like this. And times like this is why we pick our leaders and why we have to choose them wisely. See, some people want that perfect person as leadership. They ain't gonna work for a time like this. I sat back and reveled in all the support. I sat back and reveled in and looked at all of those who questioned. Each one I answered, because I don't run from nobody. Never. Not to this day, and never will. Now those who run, see, they running from the fire. And now at this point, the people who was their friends, those who was close to them, they are looking at those that are running, their friends, those who they lobbied for, those who they knocked on doors for. Now, those career politicians is running even from them. The promise to make sure that they was going to be heard and be a voice. Now they know at that time period the disappointment of being always silent because you was voting blind. See, you can't stop a strong leader. You can't break a strong leader. A strong leader ain't gonna run when times get hard. And Virginia needs to know that. America needs to know that the patriots aren't the politicians. As I look at that story, as I look at those career politicians, they are running right now to fund the police. Running. Charging police when the video doesn't show what they claim. And overcharging and seeing their police drop off. Citizens was done that same way by the same prosecutors and the same career politicians that ran from them as they got overcharged by their personal interests. That's part of running too. People and the police are now seeing eye to eye. Law abiding. They are seeing eye to eye right now where leadership has abandoned and left them behind. And now they're seeing what their job was leaving behind millions and millions of Americans and taking advantage of the fact that they was those career politicians too. They realized and they was played by those career politicians too. Now when the fire burns, those career politicians are running from them the same way they ran from the people that they swore to protect and serve. Now you're seeing the running. Now you're seeing those who are kneeling and kissing people's feet. Those are the career politicians. The patriots will stand on their feet with pride and love a country at all times. Those politicians right now are the reason why America is burning today. They knew these problems existed, whether it was with the police or those in the community or those who was asking for redress of their grievances as they saw our government become more corrupt. The career politicians left the people alone a long time ago. Those career politicians been left the police a long time ago. That's why we have this crossroad of destruction that's going on here in America. We've been told to fear each other, and they practiced it well. And those who bring people together, they have you fear them because they know we are stronger together than we ever are apart. We will then see career politicians as they run and see the patriots that stand behind and say, let's fix America and let's get the waste and the swamp out of Virginia, out of different states all across this country, as different states have gave me a call, gave me an inbox of support and saying that we have a long way to go. I'm afraid of what America will look like a year from now with career politicians that have showed us that they are scared of what America is today. Where is their motivation? Where is their heart and where is their soul? Because people are training you to practice for fear, when all our gods want us to practice is love. Hate cannot ever have love as an ingredient when it comes down to America and your neighbor and those who surround you. And at those time periods now, you're finding that those who surround you, you're being now taught to hate them. The fear is real. They want to purge us out of America so we can no longer see the cowards in them. So they blend in just like these rabid animals that loot and rob through peaceful protests. The career politicians have done the same exact thing. Blend in. Start paying attention to the pattern because the madness is right in front of us. So now you see where career politicians run when the fire is really burning. Now as the leader emerges, there's no more media that can do anything to discredit. There's nothing else these career politicians can do to discredit, because all of America is seeing them for what they really are. Cowards, paid by the deep state, those funded by special interest groups, those funded to do the bidding of them, not of America. That's why we see America in the state it is in today. Blinded and not sure what tomorrow will look like. And in a year they see the math not working out in America's favor. But when they wake up, when they see the police as criminals when they see career politicians as track runners, as they see their neighbor as their enemy, as their neighbor sees them the same way. That ain't freedom. That's slavery. So you can choose in a week, or actually a couple of days, to start putting patriots in. Those that you know is not going to run. Those who have been tested and then had to be paid to fight your fight. Those who did it from their soul and to their backbone, to their spine. Those who you know is a patriot and not a politician. Those who you know has a plan and not hyperbole or hypothesis or guesses. Those who you know will protect you and your family and give their life for yours, because that's exactly what it means to be a patriot, because a career politician only cares about using and throwing everybody underneath the bus, and they're the ones driving. That's the truth of the matter. Now, in November, you can do the same thing. A patriot over a politician. And next November, when it's Virginia on the line, you can pick a patriot over a politician. Because if you keep having a career politician that's running, as you see our monuments taken down, as you see our history taken away, as you see our buildings burn, as you see American households struggle for where the next plate is going to come from, as you see firefighters no longer fighting fires. That's more deeper than what I'm saying. Firefighters no longer fighting fires. Will you rather be left alone with the runners or lead and fight with the patriots? That's what we have on the line here in America right now, is America being America. Being proud to fly our flags, proud to be who we want to be, proud to have the pursuit of happiness, proud to have a friend and a neighbor that won't run when things get tough. Proud to know what we built here in America was made in America. Proud to know that history that was made here will always be honored and always be cherished. Proud to know that my family gets stronger and stronger and our bonds get tighter and tighter. Proud to know our kids can go to school safely without worrying about the devils that try to capture and kill them. Proud to go to work and work hard for an honest day living and see that it's rewarded. Proud to open up your business that's free from being looted, free from being bothered, able to start making wealth for you and your families. Proud to see law and order in America proudly serving and treating each and every person equally, not bribed off or paid for by career politicians to do their dirty work. Proud to know patriots is having oversight of their local governments and their country. Proud to know you will watch your daughter walk the aisle and get married. Proud that you will be able to watch your kids walk across the graduation stage and take pictures and enjoy those moments. This is all on the line, our future here in America. People worry about more things than just what tomorrow will bring. Now you can choose to go with the runners. those who will leave you behind, those who will sacrifice you each and every time, and those who will disappoint those who will support them. Do you think they are ready to handle the problems that you see today in the last 2 months? That's the question. Because imagine those last 2 days and imagine what America looks like next year. And say to yourself, well, I want the runner, or I want Rutledge, the patriot.